They are there.
Part 3. Broken Generation, Black in Effect.
Can they see the reindeer though? Can they see it properly?
Who is it? Rudolph?
Rudolph, man.
Oh, red nose and that. Lovely. Nah, Christmas spirit, man. I love that.
All good, man. All good.
I love the Christmas spirit. Brings me on to this last topic.
Come with it.
Mr. Henry.
Go on.
Have we come to the end of the road?
Talk the thing.
New location. New find commitments in the new year. Are we coming to an end? Is the broken generation...
Is it officially broken?
Is it broken? Have we been broke? Has society got us by the neck? Talk to me, brother.
That's a good question.
And
Go on.
the wider topic, is the podcast game too saturated?
Is the podcast game getting too saturated?
Clicking on YouTube, looking for some, and probably finding 15 podcasts around the same thing or
same topic,
doing the same thing. Obviously, this is not something that's new. It's not a new thing. Like, I'm not saying in the last, year, but in the last, especially 5 years, maybe 10 years. Yep. Like, there's probably at least 5 podcasts, well-known podcasts, doing the exact same thing. So I've got 5. I've got 5 podcasts that I watch. And the majority of the time, they talk about
the exact same topics.
The same things. Just different ways, because it's different people, different experiences. So, yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to just end with. Because, it's coming to the end of the year. So I thought, are we coming to the end of the road?
First of all, that's crazy. that you would just surprise me with that. Surprise me with that. All right, cool. Let's talk about this.
All right, let's go.
There is definitely an overwhelming. Okay, before we go there, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this place.
So, I say this place.
So this is, for those that don't know, we've been here for since January.
Yeah, basically.
Been here for a year. This is actually my MySpace for a MySpace. Shout out to MySpace. Yeah, shout out to Tom. For the business I'm running. So this is the office space for the business I'm running, or I've launched with 2 other individuals. Mm-hmm. And this year, for the next year, our strategic plan for the next year is to 5x the business.
Perfect. Growth. Love that.
We're going to 5x the business. That's the desire. Probably more if things move in our direction the way it should do.
Lovely.
So this space has to be used for
business.
Yeah. So I guess just in terms of what we're going to be doing for the next year, this space will no longer be available to us like it once was. Well, it has been for this year.
To be fair, and let's be honest, this was a very short-term agreement. 3 months originally?
Yeah. Meant to be a 3-month thing, yeah.
Yeah, so the fact we've been able to do it for a year, solid. We have to, blessings for that.
So it looks like there may be either new locations or something that will, God knows what one, isn't it? It's my heart to. I like sharing and talking, innit? Okay. So this is just something that I love doing, innit?
Well, that's the reason we do it.
Conversation, discussion, conversion. That's what it's all about. So we'll see what happens, innit? We'll see what happens. But on that note, on another note, shifting swiftly, the podcast space in general is getting oversaturated, has been oversaturated for the longest time. And we're all talking about the same exact topics. Mm-hmm. When we're going to the same media outlets to hear, okay, this is what's happened in the media. Okay, this is what we got to bring to the topic or bring to the discussion. And we're trying to think of new hot takes that we can take on those topics. But everybody's saying the exact same thing. And none of them are saying it in certain specific, special ways. Does that make sense? Random. There is a popular podcast in the UK called Shits and Gigs. Mm-hmm. They just announced that they've got 30,000 followers or 30,000 Patreons. Now, I don't know any other podcast that has ever admitted to the amount of members that they've got. Yeah. But think of it. 30,000 Patreons who are paying you every month a set fee. So they've got 2 tiers. They've got a £3 tier and they've got a £10 tier.
Listen, even
if someone was, if 30,000 people were paying you £10 a month, that's give or take. I don't know how much Patreon takes, but that's 300,000 a month.
Yeah, we ain't quitting, brother. We're going viral, brother. We need next year, every single show is just gonna be mad.
So when I say that, and they tour, so if
they're doing one tour this year, one big
location next year.
Yeah, I watched it.
So think of the idea. What is it? O2?
Yeah, but I think it's O2 the arena, not the little one.
Yeah.
Whatever the little O2. I'm sure they're doing like one big 60,000 or something like that.
So think of it like this. If Shits and Gigs is the pinnacle of UK podcasts, UK urban podcasts, maybe. I don't know how you want to describe it. I don't know if they, even in podcast land, is there someone bigger?
There might be. I don't know. I don't know what
in the UK
stats
are. But 30,000 Patreons, possibly paying you either £3 a month, which is 60,000, which is 90,000, or £10 a month, which is 300,000, or somewhere in between, on a monthly basis, bruv.
It's crazy.
So everyone's seeing that figure. They've only just recently released it. So people that are just assuming, people are going to do figures. That people are doing this, people are doing that, blah blah blah. But in my estimation, there are minimal amount of podcasts that are really outstanding.
Yeah.
Do you want to say your top 5? Or the ones that come to mind?
So the ones I listen to, the ones I search for straight away is No Behavior. So I love that one.
Mark's Loon, shout out to them.
Yeah, them one. Free Tequilas.
Yeah. Shout out to them, man. Shout out to them, man.
That one kills me.
Taser,
Chucky
Mr. Exposed.
Poet. It's not half cast
HC
no more.
at the moment. They haven't announced the name. It's supposed to be have a name for it, but it's supposed to be
is it
name.
HC?
The HC podcast.
So the HC. So what's that? Free. Mm-hmm. Filthy Fellas.
Filthy Fellas, Poet again, but
yeah, I get in there.
Specs them not.
And probably the newest one.
But that's a football one, though, isn't it? Filthy Fellas.
It is football, but a lot of the times they talk about madness. I'm probably the newest one. I'm probably the one that I look forward to now the most, depending on who, is Diary of a CEO.
Shout out to Steve.
You know, that's like that one. I like, but only if I want to listen to what the guests have to say. So I'm not going to say I listen to everyone. Like I'm probably not going to listen to this Michael Bublé one.
Yeah, so
that one comes out today.
That came out already.
Or just yesterday.
Yeah, it came out already.
For me, I'm probably not gonna listen to that, but the Buster one, amazing.
Yeah. So what's incredible about
Jada
what he
one,
does,
amazing.
He's got he'll release consecutively 2 episodes a week, and he's been doing that consistently. And he's got high level interviews, and his interview skills I think is high level as well. So shout out to that.
An honourable shout out to Young Sprays as well. I haven't watched that for a while because
RTM podcast.
It's a bit all over the place.
RTM.
Honourable shout out to RTM. Yeah, I haven't watched it for a while, but I've watched a few on there. And like his one with Tommy
the Wine Minister.
Good.
Yeah.
His one with what's it called from Bristol, King Aggie.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good.
You got 21 Savage's dad was on there.
Yeah, I haven't watched that one, but yeah. So
Whack 100. Yeah.
So that's just me personally. We just named 6.
Yeah.
That a lot of the time, and people are gonna say they are so similar.
Yeah.
Maybe apart from Filthy Fellas, because it is based around football.
Filthy Fellas is different, and Diary of a CEO is different.
Yeah.
But apart from those guys, everything else is just like urban kind of.
So when we just spoke about it, I've just looked at the top podcasts.
Yep.
So this is on Apple Music.
Yep.
Diary of the CEO's 4th. Number 1, The Rest is Entertainment. Number 2, The Rest is Politics. Number 3, The Rest is History. 4, Diary of a CEO. And then number 5, the news.
Is that UK podcast?
It must be UK.
Yeah, okay.
So that's 4. Out of them, I've only heard of 1. Okay. And that's the top 5. And out of the top 10, I've only heard of 1.
Yeah.
So that shows how little margins we have in the actual podcast world. But there's so many podcasts.
Yeah, there's loads. And so even if that's just UK, outside of those ones, I don't think there's any UK podcasts that I listen to. I'm starting to listen to, I've listened to one, not from start to end, but Chunks and Phillies one.
Yeah, I've listened to one of them. Yeah,
I've listened to
the
it.
end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is cool. It's not. Yeah. Other than them, UK podcast, CEO Cast.
Okay, I've never heard of
So
that.
shout out to I can't remember the guy's name, but I've listened to loads of his actually. To be fair, and there's a business podcast, but I can't remember the name of it. That I listened to, but bar that, that's it.
I'm lying. The winners talking.
Oh, Winners Talking, yeah.
That's actually.
Shout out to Pines, yeah.
So that's 7.
That's actually decent. That's
it's
actually
decent.
That's actually
I just
decent.
listened to
that's
the
good.
Benny Banks one.
I haven't seen that one. I've seen the trailer. I think
Benny
it's
Banks is
10 minutes.
decent still. It's a good ins. So yeah, hold tight. So even that just further
Yeah.
solidifies our point of is saturated.
Yeah. No, that's.
But I guess no, Pines is not just interviews, is it? They do general talk and talk about general things as well.
Facts. But again, for me, I listen to American podcasts quite a lot.
See, I don't listen to one. There's not one.
Okay.
I might listen to the little 15-minute Joe Rogan.
I don't listen to Joe Rogan, but
And then I might sometimes listen to my guy that sits around the table and they drink bad drinks. Drink champs.
Drink champs. Yeah.
Like 9 again. And I like the one that was in the barbershop as well.
Oh, Matt Hoffa's one.
That one's- But they're like ones that if I see something pop up, then I might. But it's not like these, man. The ones I mentioned, I'm, if not up to date, I'm only a few episodes behind. On
so
each
for me, No Behavior I listen to, three tequilas I listen to, and probably Dave.
Yeah, that's it. Dave. Hold tight, Dave.
Yeah, DAOC, innit?
Yeah.
Winners Talking. I listen to that quite every now and then. So that's probably the UK ones I only listen to. And there's one business one, but I can't remember the name of it. In America, I listen to Patrick Bet David, so PBD podcast. That's politics and money kind of talk. And then that's probably it. There's loads of like finance stuff, not finance, relationship stuff that I listen to, but I don't listen to the podcast. I just listen to like clips when they pop up.
That was the next
really
thing
do.
I was gonna say. Like, there's a lot of podcasts, but are we learning from them?
True.
So there's a lot of content out there, and there's a lot of stuff that we're able to digest. But do you feel you're learning anything? I know you mentioned you listen to business ones.
Yeah.
But do you feel you're learning anything from these podcasts?
Yeah. So there's a podcast that I go to just for entertainment.
Okay.
If I've got like set in the background, I'm just gonna put the certain podcasts on.
Yeah.
And because I don't watch like terrestrial TV like that.
I know.
Do you know what I mean?
Who does now?
You get me? It's either Netflix or YouTube. That's literally what's on.
100%.
But I do have set podcasts where I'm actually trying to learn from.
Okay.
And those ones I listen to fully. So yeah.
No, that's
But you don't have to learn from everyone. Some can just be for entertainment purposes, and that's good enough for
yeah,
me,
and
isn't it?
I think so. I've just recently started a digital marketing course, and I was thinking, do I audiobook it or do I podcast? And I started a podcast with some guy, I can't even remember his name right now, David something or something like that, meant to be like the godfather of marketing.
Okay.
So he's being interviewed on a podcast. And then after like 5 minutes, I thought, you know what, this is not how I learn.
Okay.
Like through an interview, through a podcast, like it's interesting in what he's saying, and the stuff he's saying is like he was saying Coca-Cola. If you put Coca-Cola and Nike, and they've made a hotel, you can imagine what a Nike hotel would look like because of their brand. You probably wouldn't know what a Coca-Cola hotel would look like because all of their brands are around a drink. You know them ones? Whereas Nike is a big brand around quality, around around. So you were saying you would expect, and he was just saying that's the difference between having a brand identity and having a massive name. Both of them as recognizable as each other. But one's got a massive brand identity. One's just a massive
So you
name.
did learn that from
No,
a
I
podcast?
did learn. No, so I'm saying I learned that. But what is that teaching me?
Okay.
Whereas if I listened to that in an audiobook, they would expand on it a bit more.
Okay, yeah, no, I hear that.
But so that's just an example. But when I listen, I say, yeah.
All right, first of all, sorry, there's 2 podcasts which I didn't mention that have to get mentioned.
Oh, okay, bring them in.
It's ridiculously me not mentioning them. Joe Budden podcast. I'm a Patreon, so I actually listen to.
Oh, you pay it?
I'm a Patreon. Yeah.
I've never
£10
listened
small.
to one. You
a
do
month.
not pay £10 a month.
£10 a month for Patreon. I do.
You
Facts,
don't, brother.
Facts. It's a fact.
Please show me proof right now.
It's a
you
fact,
pay
it's a fact.
£10 a month to listen to the
It's a
Joe
fact.
Budden.
No, it's a fact. I do. The Patreon is actually decent. It's actually decent.
So what do you get from? So for people like me, what do you get from being a patron?
So Patreon for him, I get So I'm the lowest. Look, see,
You actually are
on the lowest
Patreon,
band.
Joe Budden.
So you get obviously the podcast before it opens.
Okay.
A couple days.
Hi, girl, yeah.
Pause.
What do you mean? That's what it says.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, but episode 686. That's the title. Don't do that.
No, that's not your own.
Yeah, listen. A conversation with Nicki Minaj. That's not come out yet. So you got Patreon only episodes, and you've got so he does Patreon only. So you get one of them a week. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you get the episode before, and you get his conversations. Now that's not come out. That's probably going to come out. God knows when. 2 weeks.
So what you're saying? So Patreon's basically like an accessible area. So that is what OnlyFans was meant to be.
Yeah.
Because OnlyFans was meant to be access to like unreleased content. Obviously, someone picked it up and ran with it in a different way.
So I closed my Patreon on Friday. So I've got like until the 27th until it expires.
And that's $9.99.
That's £10. That's £10. I've done it for
10 UK money or $10.
10 UK pounds for 3. So that's for 3 months.
So you don't pay that a month?
No, it's per month. But I've only been a Patreon for 3 months.
Boy, okay. No, but that's good though because you're supporting. But people need to Patreon us, brother.
Yeah, facts.
If we just had 10 people that pay £10 a month.
So look, see, you've got things that are locked. So if you're on the highest tier, you get 2 videos, 2 Patreon videos, but they're locked. So because I'm not the top tier, there's videos that I can see, and he's consistent. Every 2 days,
Big man, if people are paying them, if he's anything like Shits and Gigs,
he's way more than
30,000 people would be 300 grand a month.
Okay, so look how many likes he gets or comments. So for example, if that's how many people he's got on there, that's just a small number, obviously.
Yeah, all paying £10 a month.
But anyway, that's not important. Even though we are a podcast,
yes,
there is one podcast I think is the greatest UK British podcast that has ever come out.
You're gonna talk
rated 18, rated 18, with Kane Bryan and Christopher Savage.
I can't remember what your podcast used to be called.
What are you talking about?
Your podcast, big man.
My podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, Two Black Minds.
That's it. Two Black.
shout out to classic. So shout out to Two Black Minds. Me and Kath Son, we haven't done that in about 2 years now. That's done. But anyway,
dated on the 8th for the 9th, 2021. Over 2 years ago since you released.
That was a solid podcast. But rated 18. Kane Bryan, Christopher Savage. Yeah. I'm telling you now, the greatest.
Is it good?
They've only had like 10 episodes.
Yeah,
I've only just started.
I've seen where he's talking about the girl took him to the toilet. Yeah, I've seen that part.
Absolutely hilarious. So they got a Patreon. I haven't started theirs yet, but I'm going to. It's £3 a month.
Okay.
I have to do it if I'm doing American geezers. I have to do them. But that's it.
Jeez. So what are you saying? If we forward him back,
go on.
We Patreon in it.
If we could.
But we can. That's just not to say that anyone's going to pay.
Yeah, that's a fact.
We could always.
Do you know what it is with us?
Do you have to pay money to Patreon, or do they take money off the?
I think they take money off of the
so they're like
membership,
10% or
something like that.
But you don't have to pay a membership to them.
Nah. I don't believe so. No,
we can't have outgoings before we even got incomings.
Facts. And to be fair, this pod would blow. Pause. Why
listen,
for that?
Man, ain't blowing for no forward, you know. Just let me know. Listen,
I'm just saying.
Things I'm willing to do.
All I'm saying is, Diddy, call me.
Yeah.
Diddy, call me.
Diddy touch your booty? Get back on that.
Take that.
What you say? We'll take this to revolt.
Boy, it could
Big
be a revolt
now,
thing,
they're struggling. They're taking
exactly.
Everyone's jumping ship. We're ready to jump on ship. Pulse. I said ship.
Yeah. You clarified that.
Yeah.
Nah, it's calm. But we're busy people. Like, if we weren't busy, we'd have the freedom to actually like make this one of the biggest in the UK. Innit?
No, that's the thing. And like we always say, management can't manage us. Like I said to you earlier, someone said, "Oh, nah, I listen to you, man, but you don't. It seems like you're scared to go. Obviously, you don't want to offend anyone." But I'm saying the thing is, we're not like no one's behind us or in front of us saying to us, "Oh, just say this." That's just us in general.
That's our disposition.
Yeah, like we're like our goal as far as I feel that I would go as a person.
Yeah. And
You always go a little bit further.
And respectfully, you definitely pause that. Respectfully, this doesn't pay our bills. If this was paying our bills, I'd go all out here.
And I'll be here every week with mad stories.
Facts.
You know,
The amount of
mad
stories I have is ungodly. But I can't tell the stories for my 12.3 viewers.
There you go. It's not the one, brother. It's not the one.
I love you guys, though.
No, hold tight. Do you know what?
Respectfully.
There's people that watch this religiously, you know.
Facts.
So hold tight them. Like there might only be 5 or 6 people. Obviously, we get more than 5 or 6 views, but there's people that are returning customers.
Yeah, respectfully.
So hold tight them, brother. Before we close this, you had a topic which I thought was funny when we spoke about the pregnancy.
Oh yeah.
So break that down for the people and let's give them 10 minutes on Christmas Day.
We're doing that now?
Yeah.
Okay,
we got
right,
10.
cool.
We got
Let's
10
do this.
minutes. Let's give them 10 minutes on Christmas Day.
I was chatting to a female, respectfully.
Hold tight you. Yeah.
No. Oh yeah, I do.
Player for life.
Not
Okay.
player, not pimping.
Right.
Just a good friend.
Where's my
who had a child, yeah? We were having this random conversation. She said, she was not complaining, but she was talking about her body and the changes that it's going through, blah, 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 since having a child. And I was like, rah, if men had to, like, she was complaining about her breasts and her breast, this and the other. And if I said, if men like lost like a percentage of girth and length every time they had a child, there is no more children.
So like, imagine you have to lose an inch.
Or a percentage. I'm like, yo, you got...
I got inches to lose.
Facts. If you're losing 2% for every child,
it can't be 2%. I have to be bigger than that because a female body probably changes. A female
of course not.
changes probably
equivalent
close to
wise.
the 30s.
Not only weight but shape, size,
everything,
density, like breasts, face, everything.
Yeah,
changes.
everything changes. So you know we have to be fair. It has to be an inch. It has to be, brother.
That's crazy. That's crazy. But I hear you. But on a real though, if men's body had the same effects, because it's not like a woman, it just happens to a woman and that's it. But it happens to a woman, and then for a year after, where she's breastfeeding, if she breastfeeds, her body's still going through it. That change.
Internal and external.
Exactly.
It's both. It's not just what we see. It's
100%.
So what are you saying? You think there'd be a massive reduction in...
Bruv, it's half the planet size already, automatically.
You reckon?
No one's reproducing. Like, 1 or 2 of us are. Maybe.
How much kids you got, brother? Brother, I got 6 kids, you know. What? And you're still going. Yeah, I reckon I got at least 4 left in me.
Hilarious.
I'm one and done, bro. But I have twins.
Oh my god!
Or
triplets. Yeah. It's over. No, but on a real, like, if we had to go through what these women, did you do a mic check? I didn't remember doing a mic check to start with, but I'm assuming everything's good.
Yeah. I did a mic check still.
Yeah. If any of that, if men had to go through what women go through in some extents, I just don't think we'd be able to cope or survive in any way, shape, or form.
No, I hear that. I'm just gonna pull it up just because why not?
Yeah.
It's gonna fall again because I can hear it already.
Yeah. The elasticity was gone.
But yeah, so boy. So are you posing it as a question or are you just posing it as a statement?
If you lost length and girth for every child, you've got 3. Would you still have 3?
The thing is, do you know what though? So this is a mad techie one.
Go on.
It might be our last conversation for a while. So it's all right.
Let's just let loose, brother. Talk the
So
team.
the thing is, I think as a man, you go through stages. So I think you go through teenage years, puberty, where you're thinking, boy, you know, you want the big thing. You know what I mean? You're concerned.
Okay, talk the team.
Early years, you're probably...
early years, you're measuring every week.
Early years, you're concerned. You know? You're looking, you're thinking, boy. So that's decent.
I hear you.
You know? No homo, but you might even look to the side in the shower. You know? And feel like, say, okay, yeah, me. You might feel, yo.
Boy, brother's talking today. Go on.
And then you probably get to an age, mid-20s.
Yeah.
Not everyone, I'm just saying, where you might have a kid. You might have your first kid. You know, you're in a relationship. It just becomes, You know, it just becomes every day.
Okay.
You know, I don't know if you're comparing as much then.
Okay.
And then I think you get to about our age,
Yeah.
and it's probably not a thing no more.
Yeah, okay.
You know, you've got a couple of kids dying, it's not a thing. So what I'm trying to say is, if I went from 12 to 9, it's not that bad, brother.
Okay.
You know, at this age, it's not that bad. Is what I'm trying to say.
If you started with a 12,
yeah,
of course.
and now you got to a 9.
Yeah.
If you started with a 5 and now you're 2, it might be a bit different. But what I'm saying is, you know, at this age now, I think it's not bad. Maybe if you're still early 20s.
Yeah.
Or teenage years, like obviously some people have kids early teenage years. I don't know if you'll be willing to
take the risk,
lose a few inches
yeah,
to have kids. I don't know. What do you reckon?
I reckon, look, the bigger question I guess we're really asking is, like, are we solely defined mentally by our length and girth?
That's deep.
As like, would you feel less of a human if you had less? Does that make sense?
But the thing is, it's a balance because you've brought children into the world.
Which is what I'm saying. Yeah. So where does your true value lie? Because if it affects your physical body, then maybe your physical body is more important to you. But do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I feel like me having children's affecting my body.
Yeah, okay.
Look at the baby weight. Big man, go back to before I had kids.
To be
Especially
fair,
the girls.
To be fair, season 1.
That's what I'm saying. Go back to before I had kids, bro. So I've actually took that hit
I
personally.
hear you.
The baby weight just like shifted.
I hear you.
And I didn't even have the kids. But I'm saying, like, 4 years ago, my daughter's 4. Big man, go back 4 years. Slim and trim. COVID hit. Baby came.
Yeah.
It's been there since.
Yeah. That's a fact.
So I think I'm living proof. So I'm saying, would I have another kid and put on the next 10 kg? Probably not. I haven't got that in me. I haven't got that in me.
Man said that whole 10k. Was it 10 kgs?
Yeah, I was 70. Now I'm 90. Well, I was 70, like 73, 74.
Yeah,
now I'm
crazy.
93, 94.
Yeah, that's crazy.
We're talking 10 kg a child.
Wow, that's crazy.
10 kg a child, brother.
That's
so
crazy.
Next kid, I'm talking 100s.
That is actually wild.
That's what I'm saying.
Wild.
So I think I'm actually living proof.
Wow, that's crazy.
Madness, but yeah, it is a mad conversation. We're joking about it, but that is a conversation. And think, as a female, did they, like, when you had this conversation, did they anticipate their body changing? Obviously, by the second child, it's a bit different. But the first child, did they anticipate such a change in their body? Because some people
not in terms of anticipated it. They didn't anticipate it at all. No.
I guess it's the unknown, isn't it?
Yeah.
And we just sit there eating food, going gym, doing whatever we do. Still there, length, girth intact.
Still looking the same. Yeah, still pleased.
Apart from me.
Still pleased and happy with our present. Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. No. I don't think she was specifically. And I don't think women do. And I think this is what's giving. Oh, great! This is where Dean sits up. That just came to my mind.
Is it?
Back in. Listen.
Let them have it, as Gigs would say.
There is, that we know of, there is one animal on Earth, that visibly displays what it means to have a child more than any other.
Okay.
I mean, do you know what a flamingo is?
Of course I know.
You seen a pink flamingo, innit?
Yeah.
The female flamingo loses its color through childbirth and child rearing. So young female flamingos are the bright pink.
Yeah.
As they get older, have a child, they lose their color.
Yeah.
And they're forever changed. So when they're in their old age and they've had plenty of children, they are literally almost white.
Okay.
And that's what they sacrifice. They sacrifice their quote unquote beauty, because the color is in their beauty is in their color, for every child that they have and for rearing up that child. I just think that's beautiful.
Is that facts though?
It's a
David
it's a
Attenborough
BG fact. It's a broken generation fact.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's fair enough.
It's a Dean sat up in his chair.
Yeah,
so
I
we'll
took
take
serious.
it. Yeah.
Okay. Do you know
Whether
what?
it's an
I shouldn't even
actual
have
fact,
questioned
but Dean did sit up.
No, you
so
sat
let's
up.
hear him, innit?
You
Let's
sat
hear him.
up. No, it's true.
And I just think that's incredible because I think that's what that is a visible proof of what happens in even our human nature. That women really do take on a bigger burden than any other.
And you know what we have to shout out every time? The women that have health conditions.
Yeah.
And are told, listen, this could be,
That's big.
you know, this could be, what's the word?
Life threatening.
Life threatening. Yeah, I didn't want to be too morbid. Yeah, this could potentially be life threatening for you.
Yeah.
Going forward with this pregnancy.
Yeah.
And they hold that, brother. That's another thing. As a man, do you like, you know, if you were told, you know what, if you have sex, you might die. Are you having sex? Or if you...
Boy, man's got to bust nuts.
You know what, to be fair, you might do something you love. But, you know, that was or to reproduce.
You know what I mean? Man's got
well, I guess there's like, it works both ways because there are people that they say, you know what, you're carrying this DNA. The DNA says there's a possibility that your child may have a disability or may, you know, have sickle cell. Or
Ryan,
may have a...
sidebar. They have got a cure for sickle cell, apparently.
Have they?
They got a cure for sickle cell.
Dr. Sebi
That is
thing,
huge. No, not even
the
a Dr.
government's
Sebi
teethed it?
thing. Yeah, not even a Dr. Sebi
They've already
thing.
killed off the person that's actually invented it and now they're rebranding it.
I believe so.
Oh, so
But anyway,
they can monetize it.
They can monetize it.
Okay.
It's coming. It's next year. I think it's coming out. Anyway, random. That was just a sidebar.
Mad.
Women.
Good to know. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. So do you think like our guys gonna take that risk if they know, you know, that you might not see this through?
But this is why I think the male female dynamics, relational dynamics, is so important. Yeah. Because we literally are two separate. Yeah. So I know that people want us to be equal, but we're so separate that we need to be in agreement and alignment. If that makes sense.
You know what? I'm gonna say something that's deep.
Go on, talk the thing.
But it's not fact.
Go on.
I think as a mother and a father, you're both willing to die for your kids, but in different ways. I think when the child's here, as a dad, whatever they need.
Yeah.
You know, that if you need to stand in front of a bullet, they need whatever they need, like, I think we make that commitment. I think as soon as the child's born, you make that commitment if you are that kind of person. Not everyone does the same. But you make that commitment, I'll die for this child. Yeah. Regardless. And I think in that situation, a mother would make that commitment. I want this child. I'm willing to die to have this child. Yeah. And I think, as a father, you say as soon as a child's born, I'm willing to die for this child. I know that's a bit deep.
Yeah, that's very deep.
But in my circumstance, that was the case.
No, that's a fact.
Like, and either one of my children, no questions asked, I'll die for the child. There's no problem.
Yeah, that's facts.
You know them ones? But that's not to say that if I was given the challenge before the child was born, are you willing to die for an unborn child? That's a different conversation. And especially a conversation if I already have children. Deep, brother. We ended on a deep one.
We get deep every now and then, cuz. We get deep every now and then.
Deep one still. My brother, we are the broken generation. It has been season 3, 2023. We definitely lied. I checked. Season 3 started in like 2021.
Oh, did it?
So you know when we're on episode 40. Yeah. That's been over like 3 years. 2 years.
Okay, yeah, cool.
So it's nowhere near one a month.
Okay.
I mean, one a week.
Yeah.
It's probably like, boom, like 12 for the year. That's all right. One a week.
That's calm, man. That's responsible.
And we might go to one a month. You know, we might be able to get in somewhere and do one a month. You know, we still have to give the people them something. But we are the broken generation. Do you have any last words?
Man. Let me just say season's greetings to all of you. May your Christmases be merry. May you have a splendid new year if we don't get in before the new year. Pause. I'm wishing you nothing but great food, great joy, great happiness. Yeah, man. Love you guys. Shout out to you, innit? May we never forget the reason for the season. There was it. Oh, bro, don't interrupt me. I'm getting. This is my moment. This is my moment. The reason for the season. Once upon a time, there was a child born in Bethlehem, a savior to the world, born of flesh, but was here before. Miraculously born to a woman, a virgin woman. There was a star in the sky that led wise men to crown him king. He lived and died, but he rose again, and he will come back. Hallelujah. Silent night. Whoa. Man was about to get into the silent night, cuz. Man was gonna have the choir singing in the background. Man just killed the vibe, cuz. Man was gonna get his TD Jakes on.
Big fucking
shout out to the backing vocals, man. I appreciate that. But the laughter came. The laughter came.
Nose blocked, ill up in here, possible COVID.
Jesus.
I'm out here spurring up my guts so you can have your moment.
I wasn't trying to get a moment. I was trying to give the moment back to the savior.
Okay. Throwing it out into the universe or into the heavens.
Silent night, holy night, all is calm and all is bright. Brother, I can't take the laughter. Anyway, shout out to you people, yeah? Merry Christmas
We
and
are the
that.
broken generation. Merry Christmas, people.
All right, last name Henry on the Instagram.
ITZ Danger on the Insta. Broken Generation. Or broken underscore generation underscore podcast on the Instagram.
Yeah, man. Talk to us, send this to a friend, comment below, like, share, subscribe, all of the good stuff, people.
Yeah.
Cheer.